What's your reaction to this? Are you in agreement that the bail system needs reform?
The bail system is needed reform, and actually in San Diego we've been working on safe reforms to the bail system for the last year. So we feel that we've prepared ourselves. We're already using risk assessment tools that are fair and unbiased so that we're not judging somebody's ability to be in jail or not in jail based on how rich they are, but rather about what their conduct has been, what have they done, an objective criteria. So in San Diego, what people I think don't know is our statistics are completely different than the rest of the country in that we have less than 20% of individuals in our jail that are awaiting trial. The over 80% have already been convicted of a crime.
And talk to me about the assessment and what's the criteria for being released?
So a good validated assessment, it uses static criteria, meaning something that isn't based on somebody's socioeconomic status. It looks at failures to appear as a big category. So the two things it's supposed to test, are you going to appear for court and face justice? And the second big criteria, are you likely to commit a crime while out of custody? So those are the two basic criteria. It's what we use in San Diego and what is being proposed by this new law.
How will this new law, which goes into effect in October of next year, how will that change what's already happening here in San Diego?
Well, it is a big change. One of the big changes is that pretty much all misdemeanor crimes except for domestic violence and a few others, will be released within 12 hours. So without bail and so that's a new phenomena that we have categories of crime we're concerned with, and we've written to the senators and they've promised us that they're going to continue to work on making these improvements. For example, misdemeanor sex offenders and DUIs with 2 priors still can be released within 12 hours. Other things that this law will do is it will place a huge burden on the DA's office, but it's a burden that I'm good with so long as we get the resources to do it, in that in all crimes where somebody is detained, serious and violent crimes, we have a new type of hearing, a detention hearing, where we have to file a motion and we have to show a judge with probable cause that they likely have committed this crime. So this will add to the responsibilities of notifying victims, making sure their voice is heard, filing the motions, and doing everything we can to protect public safety while following the law.
Now, the ACLU initially was a co-sponsor of this bill, and the ACLU pulled out, saying something along the lines that it gave too much discretion to the judges. What's your response to that argument?
I think that the law initially did not do a good job balancing victims' rights and offenders' rights and public safety. And the final version gets much closer to the right balance where everyone's rights are protected. And so I think it does a good job. It does have issues. It does have some areas of concern, and we're hoping to continue to work on amendments to fix those so that California can have the best system, one where you don't have a child predator out because they're rich when they should be in, and you have somebody with smaller drug offenses who's in, but there is a potential that they should be out in rehab or in other locations, and that would not risk public safety. There should be a better balance.
Summer Stephan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.